NCBP is helping me be my best by introducing me to so many leaders from around the country, our nation's best and brightest in terms of bar leadership, and giving me the tools and all sorts of new tactics to succeed as a bar president.
Some of my best friends, actually, I met through my service in the National Conference of Bar Presidents. Just as the logo indicates, it means leadership, innovation, and collaboration. I think that's something that we all can take back to our individual states and our individual local bar associations.
This is my second year attending NCBP events, and I find it useful because I'm surrounded by some of the best minds in bar leadership across the country. I will go back to New York with some great new ideas about my own leadership once I take over as president of the New York State Bar.
The biggest takeaway that I received from the program I just attended was that it's important to have a feedback team so that you know that you're on the right track when you're coming up through the ranks to be president of your bar association. And I found that the NCBP has been my feedback team, and it has reassured me that I am on the right track, and it has provided me with additional ideas to use during my bar year as president.
NCBP helping me become my best by allowing me to meet these amazing leaders from across the country and teaching me about things I haven't thought about yet as far as what is important to leadership, being my authentic self, and also recognizing my blind spots and building my team to help me with those.
NCBP is helping me be my best by exposing me to other ideas from other parts of the country that we may not have thought of in Dallas, so we can get the best ideas from everybody and make each other the best we can be.
One takeaway from the morning plenary was the importance of building loyalty among your executive board and also your members. And I think that I am going to actually start trying to have more one-on-one conversations with people to make sure that their concerns are being heard and I understand what my blind spots are.
One takeaway that I would have from the plenary on how to be an authentic leader is being true to your convictions and being yourself as committed to being a servant.
What I plan to implement with my bar association is authenticity, to encourage authenticity across the board, with our judiciary, with our board members, with our association, and with our community. The NCBP helps us be good leaders and the best leader by simply sharing of resources and experiences. I think that's the major benefit of being an NCBP member.
I loved hearing today about being an authentic leader, and I think my biggest takeaway was that while leadership starts with us, it doesn't end with us. We need to make sure that everything we do is service before self. One of the first things I'm going to implement when I go home is getting that feedback team developed so that I can start trying to figure out what my blind spots are to become the strongest leader I can.
I'm not in this alone, that we're all in it together, and the resources within this room, within the people in this room is amazing, and they're all accessible, which is very valuable. I like that I've met a lot of people that I know I can contact in the future for their guidance and their input and their experiences to help me grow in my bar group.
Just attended the 150th anniversary of democracy panel discussion, and I had a couple of really significant takeaways from that dialogue. The panelists were tremendous, and really I think that lawyers and bar leaders should be empowering our members about the role that we can play in advancing democracy, and that ranges from either being involved in direct litigation or lobbying legislatures to expand the right to vote, to educating students about civics and the branches of government and the importance of their vote and that their vote matters. And we also heard from the panelists the wide variety of resources that are already available. So we don't have to start from scratch and reinvent the wheel, but we can educate both our attorney communities and the broader communities about the importance of voting and democracy.
Yeah. So why do we keep coming back as sponsors? We keep coming back because this group is the most collegial, the friendliest, the most welcoming partnership that we could ask for. We have the ability to connect on so many different levels on things that are truly important to both of us, both the NCBP as well as LexisNexis. So it's always a pleasure to be here with you.
My takeaway from this is that this is a train that left the station. We need to grab on and make sure it works for us all, because it's going to happen.
I think NCBP is a great organization. It helped me to get ready for my year as president. It helped me to not only to survive, but thrive. Simple things like making sure you write your president's columns in advance because you don't have time once you get there. So it was great preparation. People that I've met are fantastic.
It's not only a great way to learn some leadership skills and have some programs to take back to your members, but it's also a lifelong friendship and family that gives back to those that are coming up in the ranks to ensure that our bar stays strong throughout the future. To try to listen more than you talk and to get guidance, but realize that you're in charge and to make the final decisions and to soak it all in while you're enjoying the moments.
I'd say that NCBP is probably, really more than anything, has given me an opportunity to network with other attorneys, whether it be a metro or a local bar or a state bar, to really understand sort of the issues that they're facing in their own bars and how we might be able to learn from some of those things and implement some of the strategies that they've done to address those concerns in our local bar. I'm a big believer in the more knowledge and the more power you have to make a difference.
NCBP is important to bar leaders because it gives you the resources to your success as a bar leader. It's for leadership, it's friendship, and it's success. Learn, be a sponge when you're at NCBP. Absorb what you can, bring it back to your state, make a difference.